Good evening. Welcome to this ABC 36 News Update. I'm Tom Kenny. The so-called Amanda Ross bill got its first hearing before state lawmakers this afternoon in Frankfort. The bill, aimed at increasing protection for victims of domestic violence, is named in honor of a recent victim, a woman who was targeted in one of Lexington's most high-profile murders. ABC 36 political correspondent Greg Stottlemyre has details now from the Capitol.
Former State Rep Steve Nunn is locked up, charged with murder. His ex-fiancée, Amanda Ross, is dead. He allegedly gunned her down as she left for work September 11th. Nunn was under a court order to stay away from Ross because of domestic violence. Just 2 weeks after Ross was murdered,
we have a remedy that we know works.
House Speaker Greg Stumbo filed a bill aimed at closing what he calls a wide and gaping hole in Kentucky's protection system.
Perhaps ordered had this been a tool.
Today, Stumbo briefed lawmakers on the Judiciary Committee. His bill would allow judges to order someone who violates a domestic violence order to wear an electronic monitoring device.
You can actually zero in.
Fayette County monitors criminals who are on probation this way. The idea is to track the defendant and warn the victim in real time.
It would have given Amanda Ross the opportunity to use the firearm that she had been trained to use and had a license to carry. It gives the victims what I call a fighting chance.
One lawmaker says overuse of electronic monitoring is a legitimate concern.
I see it. I'm sure other practitioners on this panel see it. That when a divorce case is filed, one of them races down to get an EPO against the other. They're going to have an ankle bracelet slapped on. So that's a concern.
But Stumbo's bill would only apply to those who violate domestic violence orders, not EPOs, short for emergency protective orders. And he expects monitoring to be used in only 15% of the DVO cases.
Most victims realize there is no guarantee ever, so they're typically very appreciative of as many tools as possible that they would have at their disposal.
Greg Stottlemyre reporting. 15 states already have similar legislation, with Ohio being the most recent to pass an electronic monitoring law. That happened back in April. Kentucky's legislature will be back in session in January, and House Speaker Stumbo hopes to have turned the Amanda Ross bill into law by early February. 3 Richmond City police officers off the job after being accused of sexual misconduct. Officials tell ABC 36 News the 3 officers are on paid leave pending the outcome of an internal investigation. Police say a woman recently told sheriff's deputies that the officers sexually assaulted her at her apartment, but she later recanted her story. Because charges haven't been filed, the officers' names aren't being released. And that's our news update.